Two things to remember when we're multiplying and dividing mixed numbers and fractions. First of all, you have to have them in improper fraction form. So good for us in this case because in A they're already in improper fraction form. Bad for us in B because they're both mixed numbers and we do need to change them. The second thing to remember is you do not need to find a common denominator. Common denominators are necessary when adding and subtracting, but you do not need them when you multiply or divide. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We keep, change, flip when we're dividing. So this first fraction we keep. We change this division to multiplication, and then we flip this second fraction so that 10 is now on the top, 13 is on the bottom. And the negative, you can put it anywhere you want to. I typically like to put it on the top because I don't lose it when it's on the top. Okay, before we go ahead and just start multiplying, we want to look to see if there's anything we can do to cross simplify or cross reduce. And I see that both the 6 down here and the 10 up here have a common factor of 2 because they're both even. So if I divide by 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3. And negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. Notice that I'm rewriting that negative because I don't want to forget that it's there. And then I look to see if there's anything else we can do and there's not. So I am now ready to multiply top times top. 7 times negative 5 is negative 35. And bottom times bottom, 3 times 13 is 39. And so that is my answer, negative 35/39. If you have cross-simplified and cross-canceled and done all of that ahead of time, your answer should always be in most simplified form, but it's never a bad idea to just make sure. And that is, we do not need to simplify this any further. Okay, so for these, we need to change both of these into improper fractions. So 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1. We have 11/5, which is negative. And then 1 times 4 is 4 plus 3 is 7/4, and that's negative. And it's already multiplication. We do not need to flip anything because it's not division. So we look to see if there's anything we can do to cross, cancel, simplify, reduce, whatever you want to call it, and unfortunately there's not. So all we're left with is just to do the multiplication. Negative 11 times a negative 7 is positive 77. 5 times 4 is 20. And that would have been your answer. If you had wanted to change it into a mixed number, that's fine. 20 goes into 77 3 times. 3 times 20 is 60. So that means that there's a remainder of 17. So that's your numerator. And then your denominator stays the same. And so this was fine as well, but improper fractions are definitely good.